Short Story 86, The Ramen Artist. The neon lights of Tokyo pulsed outside the tiny ramen shop, casting a kaleidoscope of colours on Kaito's face. Inside, the air was thick with the steam of simmering broth and the murmur of customers slurping noodles. Kaito, a young chef with bright green hair and mischievous eyes, expertly danced between tables, balancing bowls of steaming ramen and dodging chattering patrons. His speciality was rainbow ramen, a vibrant dish infused with the colours of the city itself. The broth held the deep red of miso, the orange gleam of carrot oil, the emerald whispers of spinach, and the golden sunshine of turmeric. Each bowl was a miniaturized cityscape, a reflection of the energy and chaos that thrummed through Tokyo's veins. One evening during the dinner rush, a tall figure in a black trench coat slipped into the shop. His hair was silver, like moonlight, and his eyes gleamed like polished obsidian. He sat quite silently at a corner table, an aura of mystery clinging to him like the steam off a hot wok. Kaito, sensing something unusual, decided to prepare this guest a special bowl. He gathered vibrant ingredients: indigo-hued shiitake mushrooms, purple onion rings, and snow-white daikon sprouts. He poured the deep crimson broth, then carefully arranged the colourful garnish, creating a swirling nebula on the surface. "For you," Kaito announced, placing the bowl before the silver-haired stranger. "The midnight sky ramen." The man dipped his chopsticks into the steaming broth, his face unreadable. Kaito held his breath, anticipation churning in his stomach. Finally the man took a sip. His eyes widened, surprised, then softened with the hint of a smile. "This," he said, his voice low and gravelly, "is like Tokyo after dark. The lights, the sounds, the secrets hidden in the shadows." Kaito beamed. No one had ever described his ramen like that before. He sat down at the stranger's table, hesitant but curious. Over bowls of noodles they talked. The man who introduced himself as Hiroshi was a photographer, capturing the soul of the city in his black and white photos. He spoke of neon-lit alleyways, quiet temples bathed in moonlight, and the stories whispered by the wind through skyscrapers. Kaito, in turn, spoke of his dreams. He wanted to create ramen that wasn't just food, but art, a reflection of the city's vibrant spirit. Hiroshi listened intently, his eyes gleaming with an inner fire. The next day, Hiroshi returned, holding a framed photograph. It was a shot of Kaito, ladle in hand, his green hair illuminated by the flames of the stove, a bowl of rainbow ramen glowing like a miniature sun before him. The caption read, "The Ramen Artist, capturing the soul of Tokyo, one slurp at a time." News of the photographs spread like wildfire. People flocked to the tiny ramen shop, eager to taste the ramen that had captured the city's spirit. Kaito became an overnight sensation, his rainbow ramen bowls becoming trendy Instagram fodder. But more importantly, he received orders from artists, musicians, writers, all inspired by his ramen to create their own masterpieces. Kaito and Hiroshi became friends, their bond forged over bowls of noodles and shared dreams. Kaito continued to create his vibrant dishes, each one a celebration of Tokyo's diverse flavors and stories. Hiroshi captured them in his black and white photos, the contrast highlighting the city's hidden beauty. Together they turned the tiny ramen shop into a canvas, reflecting the ever-changing soul of Tokyo, one slurp at a time. The neon lights flickered outside, mirroring the rhythm of the bustling city. Inside, laughter and chatter filled the air as patrons savoured their bowls of rainbow ramen. Kaito, looking at Hiroshi across the table, smiled. It all started with a bowl of noodles and a curious man, and it was just the beginning of their journey to celebrate the vibrant chaos that was Tokyo, through the art of ramen and photography. The story ends with Kaito and Hiroshi sharing a bowl of moonlit ramen, a new creation inspired by their friendship. The broth is pale yellow, dotted with black sesame seeds like stars in the night sky. As they raise their chopsticks, they clink glasses, ready to write the next chapter of their story, one delicious slurp at a time. Vocabulary notes: setting and atmosphere. Neon lights, brightly coloured electric lights used for decoration, common in urban areas like Tokyo. Kaleidoscope, a tube with mirrors and coloured pieces that create changing patterns when you look through it, used here to describe the colourful reflections of the lights. Steam, the hot vapour that rises from boiling water, creating a misty atmosphere. Murmur, a low continuous sound of whispering or talking. Chattering patrons, restaurant customers talking amongst themselves. Kaleidoscope of colours, a mix of many different colours. Miniaturized cityscape, a small model of a city reflecting the busy and vibrant atmosphere. Characters: Kaito, the young chef, described as having bright green hair and mischievous eyes, full of energy and creativity. Rainbow ramen, Kaito's signature dish, a colourful ramen with broth dyed different colours and decorated with various toppings. Hiroshi, the mysterious stranger, tall with silver hair and obsidian eyes, an aura of intrigue surrounding him. Moonlit sky ramen, a special ramen Kaito creates for Hiroshi, using dark colours and ingredients to represent the city at night. Food and flavours. Ramen, a Japanese noodle soup dish often considered a comfort food. Miso, a fermented soybean paste adding a deep red colour and savoury flavour to the broth. Carrot oil, oil infused with carrots, giving the broth an orange colour and sweet flavour. Spinach, leafy green vegetables adding a green colour and slightly bitter taste. Turmeric, a bright yellow spice adding a golden colour and earthy flavour. Shiitake mushrooms, dark edible mushrooms with a strong flavour and meaty texture. Daikon sprouts, young sprouts of the daikon radish, white and crunchy. Action and emotion, dancing between tables. Kaito, skillfully moving around the restaurant serving customers. Slurping noodles, the sound of people enjoying their ramen. Sensing something unusual, Kaito feeling that Hiroshi is different from other customers. Churning in his stomach, Kaito feeling nervous and excited. Beams with pride, Kaito feels happy and satisfied with Hiroshi's reaction. Overnight sensation, Kaito becomes successful and well known very quickly. Canvas, a surface used for painting, here referring to the ramen as a way to express creativity. Clink glasses, Kaito and Hiroshi raising their bowls of ramen together in a toast. Figurative language, a reflection of the energy and chaos. The ramen is compared to the bustling city of Tokyo. Like Tokyo after dark, the midnight sky ramen is described as capturing the atmosphere of the city at night. Flames of the stove, the fire is metaphorically compared to Kaito's passion and creativity. The soul of Tokyo, the ramen and photos are said to capture the essence of the city. Story written by Google Bard AI. Image created by Bing.com AI. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you click on the like icon and take the time to leave a comment. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.